In this video, we're going to determine if an improper integral converges or diverges. So the integral is from 0 to 1 of 1 over x squared. So first we want to see or explain why this integral is improper. So the function is 1 over x squared over the interval 0 to 1. We can see that the function is undefined at 0. And as x approaches 0 from the right, the function is unbounded. It gets bigger and bigger, and the value of the function is bigger and bigger and bigger without bound as x gets closer and closer to 0. That is why this is an improper integral. It needs to be handled that way. Okay, so here we're going to first take a look at the graph and see what this integral represents. Here is the part of 1 over x squared that's in quadrant number 1. And we're trying to determine the area, whether it is finite or infinite, between 0 and 1. So there's 1 in this area right in here that's entrapped by the x-axis, the y-axis, and the graph of 1 over x squared. If the integral converges, the area is finite. If the integral diverges, the area is infinite. So the way we'll handle it is we're going to let t be any value, any number greater than 0 and less than 1. So here is a picture that's t, and we look at the area between t and 1. That area, of course, is finite, and then we're going to let t approach 0 from the right. And if that limit exists, then the integral converges. If that limit does not exist, the integral diverges. So one more time, here's the integral, improper integral. We define it, evaluate it as a limit. T approaches 0 from the right of integral from t to 1, 1 over x squared. An antiderivative of 1 over x squared is negative 1 over x. So this is the limit t approaches 0 from the right of negative 1 over x, evaluated from t to 1. When we plug in 1 for x, we get minus 1. When we plug in t for x and subtract a negative, we get minus 1 plus 1 over t. And as we take the limit, t approaches 0 from the right, 1 over t approaches infinity. Adding negative 1 to it will not change that. So the limit is infinity, the area is infinite, and therefore the improper integral from 0 to 1, 1 over x squared dx diverges.